Taekook love story. Hope you will love it. The clock struck 7:15 p.m. as Jungkook entered the house, loosened the tie and dropped the bag beside the shoe rack. His muscles ached and his mind was buzzing with numbers, clients, and endless meetings. He rubs his temple cry. Meetings he rubbed, but instant he catches the faint smell of gas. Jungkook, what the heck? He rushed towards the kitchen, heart pounding. The gas burner was on, no flame, just turn it off immediately and wave his hand in front of his face to fan out the smell. His pulses raced with fear. Jungkook, Taehyung, no response. He stormed towards the hallway and pushed open the bathroom door without knocking, only to find Taehyung brushing his teeth, dressed in a comfy pajama, humming a soft tune. Taehyung, oh, Jungkook, you are home? Jungkook angrily, Taehyung, are you insane? The gas was on. Taehyung paused, his toothbrush stopped mid-air, his eyes already a bit puffy and red, within a Jungkook's soft note. Don't Taehyung softly, I forget, Jungkook, you forget? You could have blown up the house. What if I lit a match or turn something on? Were you even thinking? The toothbrush trembled in Taehyung's hand. He looked down, Taehyung mumbling, I'm sorry. Jungkook louder, sorry, isn't enough, Tae. This is serious. What the heck? Were you not in the kitchen? You don't leave gas running and just walk away. And then it happened. Taehyung, trembling hands, reached into the bathroom cabinet. He pulled out a small stick. He walked past Jungkook, completely silent, and threw it into Jungkook's chest. Jungkook catch it. He looked down. It was a white stick with two red lines punched. Jungkook, what's this? Taehyung didn't answer. He just brushed past him and walked straight to the bedroom. He shut the door behind him, locked it, and silence fell over the apartment. 15 minutes later, Jungkook sat frozen on the couch, still staring at the pregnancy test. He had read the instructions on one before. He knew that two lines meant, but now how? Why didn't he know earlier? More important, why was Taehyung crying? Because Jungkook remembered now. Those eyes were red when he saw him, and he brushed it off, but Taehyung had been crying alone. Jungkook whispered sick. He ran to the bedroom door and knocked. Jungkook, Tae, open the door, baby, please. No response. Jungkook, I don't know. I'm sorry. I was just scared. The gas was on and I freaked out. Please open the door. Still nothing. Jungkook was shaking. You're pregnant. Is this real? Are you really? Silence. He slid down against the door and sat on the floor and held the test in both hands. Memories of them being quiet for the past week, eating strange food, taking naps in middle of the day. It all made sense now, and he missed it. He didn't even ask. Instant, he just came home and yelled. Inside the bedroom, Taehyung sat crawled on the bed, hugging his knees. He hated yelling, he hated being scared, but most of all, he hated feeling alone. For weeks, he had been carrying the secret. He had taken 5 tests before this one, all positive. He was excited, nervous, scared, but he had wanted to tell Jungkook in a special way, candle maybe, or a sweet surprise after dinner, but then Jungkook came home angry, not even a hi, no hug, no kiss, just blame, so he threw the truth in front of his face. Now guilt was eating him alive, Taehyung whispering, I didn't want it to happen like this. Later that night, Jungkook was still outside the door, his forehead pressed against the wooden. Jungkook, I'm going to stay here all night there. I wouldn't leave until you talked to me. I messed up. I was scared and I tried, tired and I yelled. I didn't even ask if you were okay. No sounds from inside. Jungkook gently, baby, please let me hold you. Let me say sorry properly. The doorknob turned slowly, clicked. The door opened just enough for Jungkook to peek in. Taehyung was on the bed. He stood curled up. He didn't look at him. Jungkook whispered, "Can I come in?" Taehyung nodded once. Jungkook walked in and knelt beside the bed. Jungkook, I am an idiot. A complete one. I was just scared when I saw the gas on. I panicked, but I should have talked, asked, not screamed. Taehyung didn't say anything. Jungkook gently took his hand. Jungkook, you're pregnant. We are going to be parents. A single tear rolled down Taehyung's cheek. Taehyung softly, I was going to tell you in a special way. I wanted to surprise you after dinner. I was making soup, but I felt like vomiting, so I ran to the bathroom and forgot the gas. Jungkook's heart broke at every word. He climbed onto the bed and pulled Taehyung into his arms. Jungkook, I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't mean to make you cry. I love you so much. Taehyung brushed his face in Jungkook's chest. Taehyung mumbled, I was scared you would be angry. I didn't know how you would react. Jungkook kissing his hair. I'm not angry. I'm just stupid. They stay like that, holding each other. 2 hours later, they were lying under the covers. Now Jungkook had pulled Taehyung close and placed a soft kiss on his forehead. Jungkook, Tae, we are going to be okay, right? Taehyung whispers, I think so, as long as you don't throw more lectures on me. Jungkook clenches, I swear I will throw teddy bear instant. Taehyung give a small smile. Taehyung, you really scared me today. Jungkook, I scared myself too. They were quiet again. Then Jungkook whispered against Taehyung's cheek. Jungkook, we are going to have a baby. I can't believe it. Taehyung, believe it. I throw it at your face. They both laughed softly and Jungkook kissed him again. The next morning was quite too quiet, the kind of silence that doesn't comfort you, the kind of that wrap around your chest and excuse until it's hard to breathe. 7 a.m. The morning sun breaks gently through half-closed blinds. Jungkook sits on the edge of the bed, buttoning his shirt, stealing glances at Taehyung, still lying under the covers. Taehyung hasn't said much after last night. He had fallen asleep in Jungkook's arm, but now he was awake, eyes open, staring at the ceiling. Jungkook softly made some toast and eggs with no gas incidents this time. Taehyung didn't reply. Jungkook stood up and walked towards the door, but stopped. I'm working from home today, just in case you need anything. Still nothing. He held the edge in his throat and left the room. Kitchen. Jungkook sat alone in the dining table, trying to eat it. The dry toast, it tasted like paper. The silence was louder than clicks of his fork against the plate. He looked at the chair across him, empty. He missed the way they used to sit. Their legs folded, hair messy, humming random tunes. Between bites, he missed the lazy morning where they would crawl into his legs, mumbling about dreams and coffee. No, there was only space and guilty. Meanwhile, in the bedroom, Taehyung still hadn't moved much. His eyes were puffy, his heart heavier than it had ever been in a long time. He wasn't angry anymore, just tired. Pregnancy was already starting to feel like a lonely island. The emotion swings, the nuisance, the fear of doing something wrong. And now the pressure of Jungkook's disappointment from last night still clung to his chest like a shadow. He held the belly gently. Flashback 3 years ago, Spring Campus Cafe. A boy with messy black hair and a bag full of sketchbooks walk into a crowd cafe looking flustered Taehyung told barista one iced vanilla latte. Whipped cream, wait, actually, extra whipped cream. He laughed at himself from the table in the corner. Someone watches Jungkook with glasses and headphones hanging from his neck. He leaned closer, eyes glued to the beautiful boy in the counter. Namjoon nudging him. You are staring again. Jungkook mumbling, can't help it. Namjoon talked to him already. Jungkook no. By accident in a library, they see taken. Jungkook choking slightly. No, please, sit. Taehyung grinning. Thanks, I'm Taehyung Tabu. You look smart. Hope you don't mind helping me with chemistry. They fall in love before they even realized it. Bridget Taehyung sat on the edge of the bed now, staring out of the window. His fingers were cold. So was his heart. He had always thought Jungkook would be type to cry with him over the pregnancy, hold him close, make him laugh when he panicked. But instead, their first conversation had been a fight. Thinking to himself, it is always going to be like this. Our living room, Jungkook sat on the couch with laptop open, walking mail. He looked broken. Jungkook softly, I messed up. Bad. He picked up his phone, texted to Taehyung, do you want to go to the doctor today? Just to check. I want to make sure you are okay. No reply, he sighed. But then Taehyung from behind, yeah, we can go after lunch. Jungkook turned. Taehyung stood there, arm crossed, eyes avoiding his. His voice was cold, tired, but he had answered that was something. Jungkook standing up, okay. Yeah, that's good. I will call the clinic. Taehyung nodding once and turned around, head back, but Jungkook stopped at him. Jungkook gently, Taehyung didn't turn. Jungkook, can I hold your hand? There was a pause. Then Taehyung looked back and without a word held out his hand. Clinic afternoon, the doctor was kind and soft spoken. She smiled at him warmly as he lay on the checkup bed. Jungkook sat beside him, nervously squeezing his one finger. Doctor, you are about 6 weeks along, Mr. Kim. Everything looks normal. I will give you vitamins and a schedule from the next visits. Taehyung nodding. Thank you. Doctor smiling at Jungkook and congratulations to the father. Jungkook looked up, he blinked. Jungkook quietly, thank you. Taehyung didn't look at him. Car ride home. The car was silent. Jungkook kept glancing sideways at Taehyung, who looked out of the window, chin resting on his palm. Jungkook softly, do you want? Oh, I just want to go home, Jungkook. Okay, another minute passed, and suddenly Taehyung whispered, Taehyung, I thought you would be happy. Jungkook gripped on the steering wheel, tightening. Jungkook, I am happy. I am just scared too. I didn't handle it right. I ruined the moment. Taehyung quietly, you really did. It hurt, but he deserved it. Home. Evening, they ate in silence again. Taehyung barely touched the food. Jungkook cleaned the table and washed the dishes. He didn't want Taehyung to stand for long. Afterward, he found Taehyung crawled on the couch, blanket wrapped around him, eyes half closed. Jungkook softly, you want me to put on a movie? Taehyung shook his head. Then, after a few seconds, Taehyung I was throwing up, sleeping too much. I even cried in the shower. You were right there and you didn't ask once if I was okay. Jungkook, thank tears forming. I felt invisible. Jungkook, you come home late, you barely talk, and when I finally told you, you yelled. Jungkook's eyes filled with tears. He walked over and knelt beside the couch. Jungkook, I'm sorry. There was his nurse goes. I got to catch up in the everything. I wasn't there. I was the worst. Taehyung was cracking. I was scared. I still am. Jungkook whispering me too. But we will be scared together, okay? Later that night, Jungkook came into the bedroom with a small cup. Quickly took the cup. Taehyung, thanks. Jungkook sat beside him, knees touching. Jungkook smiling a little. Also, I threw out the old gas lighter. Get a safer one. Taehyung finally cracked a tiny smile. Taehyung, good. I don't want the baby growing up in a burnt kitchen. They both laughed softly, and for the first time that day, it didn't hurt. Midnight. Jungkook was already asleep. Taehyung walked quietly to the bathroom. He was feeling a little dizzy. He splashed water on his face, but the dizziness didn't stop. His knees bucked slightly, his vision blurred, and then everything went dark. Third night, the soft crush echoes from the bathroom. Jungkook jolted awake, his heart skipped a beat. Jungkook sitting up, panicking. Taehyung, he screamed out of the bed, barefoot, hitting the floor as he smashed towards the dashed towards the bathroom, his hand slamming against the door, pushing it open. There on the cold white tiles was Taehyung, unmoving. His cheeks were pressed against the floor, his arms curled near the stomach. The cup of water had rolled across the tiles and shattered. Jungkook was cracking. Taehyung, the He picked up him, gradually started running with him to the car, not even bothering to grab his phone, charger or wallet. Just Taehyung emergency room, 1 a.m. Nurse Mel, early 20s, unconscious, possible pregnancy complications. Jungkook stood frozen outside the white double door as nurse wheeled Taehyung away. The door swung shut in the face. He could no longer see him, couldn't hear him, couldn't hold his hand. Just minutes ago, Taehyung has been smiling at his dumb milk and cookies. Now he was inside the himself. You are so stupid, Jungkook. You should have been seen the size. You should have checked on him earlier. You didn't. You. Why didn't you take care of him? He could still hear thanks was from the night before. Then you don't notice I was sick. I felt invisible. Jungkook whispering, please be okay. Please come back to me to 18 a.m. Dr. Sophie, Dr. Mr. Jian. Jungkook jolted up, stumbling over his feet. On feet, Jungkook rushing. Is he okay? Is Taehyung okay? And the baby? Doctor calmly, he is stable now. He fainted from low blood pressure and dehydration. It's common in earlier pregnancy. Hospital room, the monitor beeped gently in the background. Sean was lying under the white blanket, Ivy in his arm, head turned slightly towards the window. His face looked smaller, more franker. Jungkook sat down beside him, gentle, reached for his hand. He held to his sleeve. Jungkook softly, I almost lost you. He lowered his head and his bed and let silently fall. Morning 6:11 a.m. Sunlight slowly painted the hospital was then stretched slightly. His glasses fluttered, his eyes opened halfway, and blurred figure came into view. Jungkook's hand was holding his head was resting near his stomach. Still, Taehyung softly, Jungkook, jerk awake. Jungkook immediately, Taehyung, baby, are you okay? Are you hurting? Do you need something? Taehyung blinked at him. Taehyung, I fainted. Jungkook, yeah, you scared me half of death. Taehyung gave a smile, Taehyung teasing, I keep doing that lately, huh? Jungkook exhaled with a weak laugh, leaning closer. Jungkook, you're not allowed to faint again, ever. Taehyung nodded slowly, then Taehyung quietly, I thought I lost the baby. Jungkook instantly, you didn't. The doctor said everything is okay. Taehyung's hand moved to his belly, eyes watering. Taehyung, I didn't even get to hear his heartbeat. We will go back together next time. I will be there every single time. Taehyung looked into Jungkook's eyes for the first time in days. He saw how sincere, not fear, no anger, no love, just love. Breakfast in hospital. Jungkook fed Taehyung tiny spoonful of Taehyung pouting, I'm not a baby. Jungkook smiling, no, but our baby needs you're healthy. So cheer. Taehyung rolled his eyes, but over Taehyung with a soft laugh, you are really going to be this annoying kind of dad, huh? Jungkook grinning, I'm going to be lovesick, overprotecting, emotional type. Taehyung smiled behind his spoon. Taehyung teasing, you already are. On the way back home, Jungkook, are you comfy? Not too tight? Taehyung, I'm fine. Jungkook, not made of glass. Jungkook leaned over and kissed his forehead before starting the engine back home. When they entered the apartment, Taehyung paused. Taehyung, it feels different, Jungkook, because I cleaned. I also threw away everything that had bad memories, even the old lighter. Look, he pulled out a small automatic stove switch. Jungkook, no more risk, you just press the button. Taehyung, you did this overnight? Jungkook, I did it because I can't afford to lose you or a baby. Taehyung's eyes welled up again. Jungkook reached out and cupped his cheeks. Jungkook, I will mess up, I know I will, but I promise I always try to be your safe place. Taehyung leaned his palm. Taehyung, I don't need perfect, just you. That evening they were lying in the bed facing each other. Jungkook gently ran his hand over Taehyung's stylist rounded belly. Jungkook softly, can I talk to them? Taehyung blessing, you already are. Jungkook bent down, kissed the skin under the shirt. Jungkook whispering to the bump, hi baby, it's Appa. You guys are scary. You guys are scary already, huh? You are. Taehyung ran his fingers through Jungkook's hair. For the first time since everything began, he felt peace. Midnight, Taehyung couldn't sleep. He reached over and ran his fingers over Jungkook's clenches. Taehyung whispering, Jungkook half asleep, huh? Taehyung, I'm sorry too. Jungkook opening eyes forward. Taehyung for throwing the taste at your face. Jungkook smiling honestly. That's the closest way anyone ever told me I'm going to be a dad. Jungkook, Taehyung laughing into pillow. Taehyung, you will remember it forever. Jungkook, I will remember everything about you forever. They reached out and held hands in dark. And for the first time in a while, both fall asleep smiling. 1 week later, the apartment smelled like burnt pancakes again. Jungkook, frustrated, why is this harder than editing a music video? He parted in the disaster on the pan, half burnt, half raw. Floor smushed his cheek, and the apron tied awkwardly around his waist. Read, kiss and cake gifted by them on their first anniversary. From the hallway, giggly echoes them teasing, is the kitchen still standing? Jungkook spun around with a sleepy screen, arms stretching out. Jungkook barely, but look, I made this one with love, he held up. Jungkook parting, hey, that's rude. This was your breakfast in bed. Taehyung is smiling, then feed me in bed, but maybe just casual. They both laughed. Taehyung sat cross-legged on the bed, chowing on carrier while Jungkook spoon-fed himself yogurt dramatically. Jungkook, so I have been thinking Taehyung dangerous. Jungkook, ignoring him, we should go buy baby stuff today. Just a few cute things, maybe one of those tiny hats and look like animal Taehyung. Only if we get a matching one for you. Jungkook, grinning, deal. Baby shopping time. The baby store was painted in a soft yellow and mint greens. Rows of tiny clothes, fuzzy socks, and adorable hats filled the walls. Tim walked Cook, you're lucky I love you, Tim. Playful. You are lucky I didn't run away after your pancakes disaster. They picked matching bow. One pink, one blue, and the soft his eyes landed on a frame print and read, home is where your baby is. Jungkook followed his gaze, then gently took Taehyung's hand and whispered, Jungkook, home is where you are. Taehyung blinked back, sudden tears. Taehyung softly, stop being romantic in public. I will cry, Jungkook. Then I will cry with you. Back home, painting the nursery. They decided to turn the small guest room into nursery. Jungkook wore one of Taehyung's old paint satin shirt, sleeves rolled up, rolling a roller brush. Taehyung stood beside him, paint palettes in his hand, tapping his chin. Taehyung, let's paint. Then lavender is it. It is as the painter's Jungkook flickered a small dot of paint on Taehyung's nose. Taehyung guessing you didn't. Jungkook laughing at it. Taehyung dipped a finger in the paint and tapped it on Jungkook's cheek. Soon it turned into a mini paint while they were laughing, splashing, crashing, chasing each other and around half-painted room. Jungkook crunching Taehyung from behind. Gotcha. Taehyung laughing breathlessly. I'm pregnant. You can't take me. Jungkook smiling against his ear. I'm hugging you. That's different. Taehyung still in his arms. The laughter faded into soft silence. Taehyung quietly, you always. Returned Taehyung around and leaned down to kiss him. Soft, warm, and full of unspoken promises. The night, cuddle in the bed, they lie under the covers. A soft lamp glowing beside them. Taehyung rested his head on Jungkook's chest, drawing lazy circles on his arm. Taehyung, do you think I will be a good parent? Jungkook, you are already You care, you love, you protect Taehyung. Sometimes I'm scared that I will mess things up. Jungkook, we both will, and that's okay. We will learn together. Taehyung kissed his chest. Taehyung, you're really good at comforting things now. Jungkook grinning, been practicing on a certain emotional, beautiful. They both burst into laughter again. The next morning, Jungkook walked into the nursery to find Taehyung listening there, rocky chair, gently talking to his belly. Softly, you scared up a lot last week, but he still loves you so much. And you are lucky. He makes terrible pancakes, but his hugs are best in world. Jungkook stood silently in the doorway, heart edging with love. He walked over, knelt in front of them, resting his head gently on his lap, ear against his bum. Jungkook whispering, "Hi, baby, this is Appa. I don't know if you can hear me yet, but I hope you do, because I love you so much." Taehyung ran a finger through Jungkook's hair. Taehyung, they will know. Our baby will know how loved they are. Jungkook looked up at him. Jungkook softly, "Thank you so much for up, not giving up on me. Taehyung, thank you for coming back to me." The gate slowed tender. The room filled with morning lights. The wall of the nursery still half painted, glowed lavender. Outside, the world was moving fast, loud or busy, but in this little corner of the world there was peace, love, and a new beginning. The end. Enjoyed it. See you again. Bye bye.